Watch for the lights then. 10 laps of the Twins Cup here at pit races. Go, and Beecham gets a good... Oh, the two Suzukis almost collide as they go down in towards turn 1. And that was the fast-starting Duma, the lawnmower as he's known, and he's cutting grass into turn 1, and it's Beecham that takes the whole shot.
Watch out for the 38 of Chris Turner, also on the outside. That blue and yellow, a lot of blue and yellow up near the front. Turner with a good start. He started... Where does Turner start? He started back there a ways.
Turner was second row, wasn't he? Oh no, front row, third position. Third position was Chris Turner.
Inside, yeah. Inside first row.
And he's just forced his way through into third position. Beecham leads, and this is what I'd said earlier in the season when I first joined the championship. I said if he could just sort his qualifying out, he'd be up at the front, and it just makes life a little bit easier. He's been able to do that. He's managed to sort himself out and get a good qualifying position, and he now leads this race. Michael Barnes is there in second position, and there on the inside, and Turner, and we saw what happened in Sonoma as they went around the outside. Blasius now getting in on the act as well, and they're 3 or 4 abreast as we come through turn 7, 8 and 9.
I'm seeing Alex Dumas trying to put the pressure on early. I know he doesn't want those guys to get away early, but you know, didn't get the best of starts, even though he's one of the smaller, lighter riders. He's back there in fourth, but he does not want to let them gap him.
He doesn't, and Blasius doesn't want to let them escape either. This is what we saw at Sonoma in the first few races, and of course this is a championship category that really has been put in place to bridge the gap between the Liqui Moly Junior Cup and Supersport, but one rider that is just getting himself into position here hasn't elected to use this route. He's doubling up this week, and Hunter Dunham joins us here in the commentary box for here, and Hunter has been riding in the Liqui Moly Junior Cup on the Kawasaki, but also now this weekend, Hunter, you are riding on the Supersport machine, so you've elected not to go into this route, but it's a great championship. But look at this, it's Beecham from Barnes and Duma, the top 3 in the championship there, and there's the lunge that we're waiting for. Blasius goes through, nice move there. That was a Beaubier special, wasn't it? He was watching the Superbike race, and a carbon copy. Oh, he's gone through again. Oh, he sits him up. That is a superb move.
That's the feel from Sonoma. He didn't know he could go that fast until he went that fast. When he dropped back and lost ground, he started putting the pressure, and he told us, he said, I didn't think I could go that fast until he did. Yeah. The veteran Michael Barnes back there in third. He took a look back right now.
Look at Joe.
He made a mistake there and is going to lose a spot. But I think Barnes wants to get away from these guys. I mean, with this happening in front of him, he knows he needs clean air and get away because something's probably not good going to happen here soon. I don't want to call it out.
For sure, yeah. Barney's smarter than that. He knows there's a lot of chaos going right now, and he just doesn't want to put himself in a bad spot.
There goes Blasius underneath it. Not there, my friend. Not going to happen. And actually, we haven't even talked about Drake Beecham, and you identified this.
Oh, Alex made a mistake. Barney got back up under him.
He's there.
Who seems to be the only rider now that's able to... Oh, but he's gone through. He outbrakes him at the end of the straight. So Barnes just doesn't seem to have the confidence on the brakes. I don't know what's wrong with him.
He's looked back a couple times the last couple laps. I don't know if there's anything wrong with the bike or just not have the pace today. So
well, after Sonoma, Robbie, he's going to be thinking every tiny little noise that he hears, every little click, he's going to be thinking, oh no, not again.
So I mean, he's 7/10 faster than he did in qualifying.
Massive moment.
No! Save of the week.
And I was going to say, if he's having problems, and Michael Barnes is having problems now, that was a save and a half there.
Yeah, he had to adjust his helmet. It moved his helmet. That was a big one.
That was a proper change of underpants job. Here we go then. Beecham was slightly offline, and watch Michael Barnes. Look, there you see, Beecham has the moment. That unsettles Michael Barnes, who goes a little bit wider than he would have necessarily needed to be, and he just tries to turn it back, puts on the power, and there goes the back. See the reflex there, the way he was able to save that. Oh, that was a Marc Marquez save. That was a superb save.
I'm going to tell you right now, he crashed. He just didn't go down. He crashed. He just didn't hit the tarp. Beecham would be 4 points rear of Alex Dumas.
And down goes Chris Turner for the second race in a row. Down he goes, and he hit the back end of Blasius. And again, that was a mistake there that was caused because it was Blasius that went in hot, and he had to sit up in the mid corner, and Turner goes down.
I think Joe ran into the back of Drake.
You've called that right.
And then Chris ran into the back of Joe.
And Joe now is thinking about a second back-to-back podium.
And now Chris Parrish is there. Don't count him out, or even Barney. They still got 2 laps to go, and they're still within striking distance of each other.
Now watch this, Beecham. Talk us through it, Hunter.
Yeah, I think so. So Joe hits them, and then Chris Turner just has nowhere to go.
Hard too, man.
Great replay from MotoAmerica TV crew. It looks even worse like that. And does he land on his wrist?
He lands on everything. You know, the landing on the ground, it was almost the ramming into the back was almost just as violent. The pressure that it put through his wrist and arms running into him that hard.
He kissed the handlebar.
Right. I mean, that jar alone could do
Oh,
damage
look
to
at
your
Barney.
wrist and arm.
Barney's still
I'm
still
telling
in the
you.
podium hunt.
Alex Dumas takes the lead in the Twins Cup MotoAmerica Championship, and it's going to be a drag to the flag as they head towards that. Oh,
Barney got him.
Barney has
No.
nicked him on the line. Drake Beecham finishes in
They had a
second
good
place,
race.
and Hunter Dunham pass him the Kleenex. The boy is inconsolable here in the comms box.
He knows how to regroup from that and just keep going like it didn't happen. So Barney's really good about that.
And there's our photo finish out there. And again, I said it earlier. Every time that Joe Blasius went underneath Drake Beecham, it hurt him. Yep. Even then, there at the end, he was trying to still put that last-ditch pass, and it kills the speed. Barney sees it unfold in front of him. That's what you're taught to do, right? Do something different than the guy in front of you. Alex Dumas, the Canadian, out there in front once again, his third victory in 2019 in this class, a newcomer to this class after dominating in the Locomali Junior Cup. Now you see Alex Dumas, Drake Beecham, both front runners in this class, and Michael Barnes, the old veteran, started back in the 80s. The 111 salvages third and salvages more points for his championship. It's going to be single digits for these three guys as they move into tomorrow's race.
Watch for the lights. The final race here at pit straight is go. Oh, and a big wheelie from the 177. That's Daniel Adams. He was pointing towards the sky, and already we've got a bit of shoulder barging between Blasius, his arch rival from yesterday, Drake Beecham, and Michael Barnes.
But it looks like Dumas gets a great start out in front ahead of Drake Beecham. You see the 111. He wants to get by early. That was his goal yesterday, and it never happened. Michael Barnes back there, the 111, but there goes Drake Beecham. Dives to the inside. Dumas tries going underneath, and not going to happen here. Once again, Drake Beecham, a good start this time. Now it's everybody's job to get by him.
It's a carbon copy of yesterday, exactly what we saw. Beecham and Barnes going shoulder to shoulder into turn one. Dumas capitalizing, and on turn three yesterday, it was Beecham that took the lead. Looks like Chris Turner's made a good start, and a much better start for Jason Madama. He was in the leading group yesterday as he makes a move on the inside, just thinks about it, doesn't go through, but he had a bit of a moment, run off the track. Expect Madama on the brightly colored machine to be a factor.
Yeah, he turned into a lawnmower yesterday, and before we had that red flag situation, or before we had the official start, I saw his first start was a dump of the clutch. His second one, he actually slipped that thing, and when it came game time, he made it look a lot better. Look at that. He got into him. I saw it coming. He's going to make contact, and if I'm Dumas right now, I'm a little upset because that was Barney trying to press the issue.
Well, that was, they always say rubbing is racing, but that was a bit opportunistic there from Michael Barnes. He may be one of the oldest riders on the grid, but I tell you what, he still knows how to race. And he's used to this, isn't he? He's been banging fairings for the last 3 decades. So.
Yeah, and instead of knocking on the door, he's knocking on the knee cup of Alex Dumas. So right now we have Drake Beecham, Alex Dumas, Michael Barnes, 1, 2, and 3. Chris Turner just behind in 4th on the 38. Jason Madama, the 213 brightly colored machine. Dumas on the inside.
Oh, and Barnes
Barney
is at it again.
He's trying to drive in on the outside. That's a long way to go, especially when you have that Suzuki or Dumas so fast.
But did you see Dumas there retaliate straight away? And that's what a lot of people say, especially when these youngsters start to learn their racecraft, as Dumas now has a little sniff on the inside of Drake Beecham.
Take a look at this one more time.
Yeah, and look at that. There is no room there. Look, he's already committed. There's no room at all. And the first thing that Dumas would have known is then, oh, there you go. Thank you very much. And just a little nudge there on the top part of the leg. Very, very near. And no, Turner's at it again. Well, we all know what Chris Turner can do. He's a brave old boy, isn't he?
Let's work together when that's the guy that's trying to win the championship.
Yeah, and that was, again, nobody's fault of racing against him, but that could have cleaned him out.
Where's Drake going to go? I mean, what's he supposed to do? Get on the brakes?
Right.
No.
And you can see the shake of the head there. And again, you know, I like to see hard racing, but I also like to see safe racing. And there's a few of these guys in this class. Let's just say there's been a few moves that I wouldn't have been too happy with if I was watching on from a race direction point of view. The track, we didn't see it on the track. Good spot from you that he'd closed in, but that's why.
Sneaky. and there it is, side by side again.
Oh, dear me.
And Beecham has to stand it up, and now Turner trying to get by. I mean, it's going to be a freight train, but now you see the one of Chris Paris starting to work through, and Turner thinks the better of it. He was on the inside, but there was nowhere to pass there.
Yeah, oh, and that's a penalty to pay for Drake Beecham. He goes in hot, and they come through turn one. Yeah, and that was going to happen. That was going to happen. He did well to keep it off the ground. Oh, dear me. me. They're all waving at each other. They're punching each other. That reminded me of Keenan Sofoglu when he headbutted Fabian Foray a few years ago down the straight in Aragon. This is incredible racing here. And Jason Pridmore watching on, he almost high-sided off the chair then. I got so excited.
But look at Turner. I mean, he's getting angry. Parrish is getting angry. I mean,
you can't do that, Robert.
He has no idea
that.
what Beecham's dealing with. Beecham's just trying to hang on. And here comes, Parrish, Turner, and they don't care anymore. They're just trying to get on the podium.
No, but come on, you've got to be fair. You cannot do that at 100 miles an hour and start throwing your fist. This is going to be a stunning final lap. It's a Cameron Beaubier repeat, isn't it? He's going for it as across the line we go. Win number 4 and the first triple ever in the Twins Cup for Alex Dumas. And across the line, Beecham gets him. Beecham gets him across the line. Unbelievable. And I think Barnes had a problem.
There's something mechanical there. That's not Barney losing that race. That's something happening to that Ducati at the very end. What a turn of events on that final lap for Michael Barnes, finishing 3rd. And he had to have made up at least a couple of seconds on that last lap alone. A little bit of a wiggle, and he looks over and he knows it's too late. There's nothing he can do about it. The 77 just goes right by on that left-hand side, and you see the frustration out of Michael Barnes when he finishes. Let's look at that head. Yep. Just behind Drake Beecham and Alex Dumas. Another win for Alex Dumas. He gets on that roll and he just keeps on a rolling.